Stravo, and welcome to Ball Games Podcast, episode 5. Let's get into it.
Jesus Christ.
So, episode 5, motherfucker!
Jesus, huh?
Yeah, we've had some positive feedback so far, Bruno.
Who else gave really nice feedback?
Oh, a lot of people that I've put that post out on Instagram and Facebook. People have started listening. Said they're pretty
actually
impressed with
nice.
it. Cats are attacking each other, brilliant. But we have had a lot of complaints about you, Bruno.
Why?
Just people calling you a prick and that.
Oh, but that's a normal stuff then.
Yeah. I didn't know if it tied in with the podcast or just you in general.
It was just me. It was just me making some comments.
Right, so there is one thing we do need to address. We've changed the name of our podcast. No Ball Games was already a podcast out there. It was pretty... They
Good.
hadn't really posted in a very long time, so we didn't see a problem with keeping our name.
How long? 6
after
months?
we found them. Yeah, about 6 months. But they're coming back apparently, so we decided to be decent and change our name. Our other producer, Kira, has just left the shot. So yeah, we thought we'd be decent and change it, so that's that addressed and out of the way. Won't say too much more about that.
There's no point of saying anything.
So, in our absence, Bruno, the Premier League has returned.
Wow.
And what a fucking joy it is to have it back.
But it's still weird watching games without
Yeah,
crowds.
it is. So players and officials have been observing minute silence for the NHS and for the people that have lost their lives during this global pandemic, and all of them all taking a knee as well to support Black Lives Matter. In the first games, they all had Black Lives Matter instead of their names on their shirt. We spoke about that last time, but
You still have people using those little...
they got the logo still, so they got the NHS logo on the front, and then the Black Lives Matters logo is normally on the sleeve. But wow, lots of drama already in these games, man. You know, ghost goals, penalties,
everything.
red cards. It's not lacked for entertainment, has it?
Nah, it came back full on.
Loads of drama. The main one being Liverpool are now the Premier League champions, so congratulations to them. Well done.
30 years later.
30 years in waiting, you know, I'm sure it's been a long wait for their fans, and they deserved it this year. Come on, I mean,
Yeah, but this year they would have better
they've
team.
been the runaway. You know, and again, a lot of people say other teams have been off the boil, etc. But
No, they were spot on.
Yeah,
This
Liverpool
year
run away with it.
you
Yeah.
cannot say anything about it.
Now they, you know, as a Chelsea fan, you're welcome. We gave Leicester the title a few years ago by beating Tottenham, and we gave you guys a title this year, by beating City. So even when we're not winning the league, we're still basically making other teams win it.
Involved.
We're still involved in who becomes the champions. And one of the funniest things of it, Bruno, is Frank Lampard has won more Premier League titles for Liverpool than Steven Gerrard ever did. So.
And he never played for Liverpool. Shit. I forgot about that point.
I mean, the champions are official. They are the champions. That's sewn up. So we can stop talking about that now.
Now it's second, third, and
Yeah,
fourth.
there's been enough talking about that. I think City have got second sewn up. They're a long way
Yeah.
clear. The real interesting battles now are the ones for the Champions League.
No, third place. You have 5 teams that can
Yeah.
go easily. In third
And
place.
who do you think is going to get in that top 4?
Top 4, Chelsea, for
Yeah.
sure. And I'm gonna have to back up my Portuguese main man.
You think Wolves?
Wolves.
I don't think so.
They lost. They lost against
Don't
Arsenal,
sleep on
but
Wolves. Don't get me wrong. Don't sleep on Wolves. They could easily get in there. I've got faith in my boys. Despite the loss to West Ham, since we've come back from lockdown, we've looked brilliant. We've looked very good.
no, you
Christian
won-
Pulisic looks incredible, doesn't he?
all of them. They're playing football. I like the way Chelsea's been playing.
There's
now.
been a lot of comparisons from to Eden Hazard for Christian Pulisic.
He's a good player. He's young.
Yeah.
He has a lot to
I
evolve.
can see why they're saying it. He's got that very good control of the ball. He
Pace.
seems to think a second faster than the defenders he's coming at. He's got the pace. The goal he scored against City was magnifique.
It was good. It was
It was
really
brilliant. But I do have faith in my boys and faith in Frank as well. I think we will get it, but I think we'll finish above Leicester. I think Leicester are going to drop out big time. They have been poor. They've been poor, and they're only 1 point ahead. They won the other day 3-0 against Palace. Their next game is Arsenal.
they're screwed. Because Arsenal's been playing nice now since they came from lockdown.
Yeah, I mean the Wolves game, yeah, but the rest of them weren't great.
Yeah.
The performance against City and Brighton was woeful, to be honest. But they have started winning. Won their last game against a very, very tough team.
I would say...
And they're not out of the chase for Champions League now. They've got themselves into serious contention. I tell you, Tottenham look like they're petering out. They're 10th at the moment. They have got a game in hand on the teams above them,
But Tottenham is not going anywhere this year. I think
very
Wolves,
stagnant,
even if they're not on top 4, top 5, they're a serious contender for Europa League.
I think they will. I genuinely think they might win the Europa League.
I think so.
They're
I
more
hope
than good
so.
enough. They're more than good enough. But they are in contention top 4. But I do just think it will be Chelsea and United. They look
United
stronger.
for sure. United is playing well now.
Yeah.
Since
The interesting thing is if it goes down to the last game, Chelsea play Wolves on the last game. So if they're both in contention,
that's gonna be hard.
It's going to be a big game.
But that's the thing. United since I don't like him that much, but since Pogba came back and he started playing with Fernandes,
I think Fernandes
he's top quality.
He's done a lot to change the attitude of the players in that team. I think he's been overhyped a bit.
But he's actually top quality.
He is a good player, but I've heard recent commentators, former United players, we should say, on Sky Sports, suggesting he's fucking De Bruyne level.
No one, not even close.
There's not a player in the Premier League that's De Bruyne level.
No.
He's the best player in the Premier League without a doubt. If he's one of the best in the world.
The thing is, if you want to talk about Portuguese players, for me, Bernardo is still better than Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Different positions.
Yes, I mean he's done more in the Premier League, but I'll give Fernandes time. But he's been overhyped too much already.
No,
he's had 8 games and he's been involved in 8 goals. Fair play to him. That's a really good turnout.
This last game, 2 goals.
But come on, let's not overhype a player too much. Put too much pressure on him. He's playing well. He's done very well to change the attitude of the United players.
The things I like about him is the way he controls the ball, the way he passes the ball.
But what it proves to me is that Pogba has been a scapegoat for too much at United. Yeah. He's a very good player.
No, he is. But I think both of them together now in the midfield...
They can do a lot for them.
They can do a lot of damage.
You've seen even some of the worst performing players at United stepping up. Martial getting a hat-trick.
Even Greenwood now...
Greenwood looks a very good player.
He's good. No, he's good, but he's getting now more involved in the game, scoring goals again. That kid is going to be quality.
Let's not talk too much about
it. Yeah, let's carry on.
Fuck United. No, I do think they'll get top 4. I think it'll be Chelsea. But the interesting thing is, if this ban is upheld for City, 5th place will be good enough for Champions League this year. So, whilst I think it is a bit out of order on City, and if they go on to win the Champions League, it poses real questions for UEFA. Can they uphold that ban if the winners of the Champions League aren't in it?
But they won't. They won't.
You think they'll drop it?
I don't think they're going to win the Champions League.
You don't think, who's going to win it?
Bayern.
They don't look more impressive than City. Man.
You know who's been playing well now again, and they're already 7 points clear. And if Barca loses today,
Real
Madrid is starting to play again.
Massive deficit in that second leg to turn around against a team like City.
But I think they will win because they've been playing.
Who was at home the first leg? I think Real Madrid were at home.
No, it was City.
I don't think so. I think it was at the Bernabeu.
No, it was at the Bernabeu. You're right.
And they won what, 3-0? Was it?
No, was it?
Was it just 1-0?
1-0.
Yeah. I don't know. I think City win it. I do. City are so good, mate, and Real Madrid and Barcelona are not the powerhouses they used to be.
No,
look at Barcelona now.
But Madrid is playing well again.
They're playing well against minnows.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But still,
they beat Bilbao today. Fair play to them, but it was 1-0. A penalty from
Ramos. Yeah, but still, Madrid is Madrid. You never know what they can do.
I mean, they haven't got their talisman anymore. That when we talk about Madrid and those ridiculous ways they turn games around in these Champions Leagues that they won, it was Ronaldo.
Yeah.
The other players showed up in the final. Let's not slag them off.
Bale, yeah, true.
Getting them there was Ronaldo. Yeah. They don't have Ronaldo anymore.
But that game against
Juventus,
Juventus,
they don't have a Ronaldo-like character.
No.
They won't do it. I think City will beat them. I don't know if they'll win the Champions League, but I think they're favourites.
I think they put too much pressure on Hazard as well to be Ronaldo, which is bad for them.
Well, he's never going to be that. He's never going to be a 30-goal-a-season player. He does more for the team. There's more to his game than just scoring goals.
Ronaldo would come back to Madrid next season and they would still win everything.
No.
No. I tell you.
They won't. And they won't win it this year. I think they're going out to City, and I genuinely believe that City are probably the favourites for the trophy.
I don't know. I still think Bayern is good.
But the problem with Bayern is they're not impressive in the Champions League.
No, they're not. But in Germany, it's one thing.
Yeah. And that's the problem. Because their lack of competition domestically, they struggle on the European circuit.
Who do you still have? Oh, you have Juventus left?
They won't win
Atletico?
it. Juventus never win it.
Atletico, you never know.
Nah.
They're lucky. Come on, they screwed Liverpool, so you
They
never
played...
know.
Listen, you say screwed them. They played better than Liverpool in both legs.
Yeah, they did.
Full stop.
Simple as that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
When does it come back? Champions League.
I don't know, but it's the second legs of each game they're going to do them where they were meant to be, and then they're going to do like a sort of mini tournament thing in Lisbon, aren't they?
Yeah.
In Portugal. But yeah, it'll be interesting to watch anyway. The other interesting battle in the Premier League is the battle for relegation.
That's tough.
Personally, I think Norwich are gone.
I don't think they stand a chance.
I don't think Bournemouth do. Have you seen how abysmal Bournemouth have been?
It's ridiculous because they actually used to play good football.
Yeah. Well, they've spent a fair amount of money for a team in the position they are.
Norwich.
Same with West Ham. They've spent a lot of money to be where they are.
Norwich will
West Ham,
definitely
if you
go
look at
down.
their individual players, are too good to be where they are.
Individually, yeah.
But
they have a really good team individually.
Also, fuck West Ham.
Yeah, nobody cares.
But Brighton are in it. Watford are in trouble. They were Chelsea against Watford was the other day during the week. We sort of bullied them.
But that's I was thinking.
That was yesterday, actually. Sorry, Saturday.
I was thinking of other things, football as well. But the difference is here you don't have any supporters on the stadium.
No.
When I went to Serbia, I was literally flying over the two stadiums, Partizan and Red Star. Partizan Stadium was full for the game.
How could you see from an aeroplane that it was full? Did you have binoculars?
Because it's literally next to the airport. You literally go down and you literally fly over the stadium.
Yeah, I imagine that in Serbia they don't care about things like pandemics.
No, everything was
you
open.
look at their history, mate. There's a lot of things they don't care about.
No,
but things like human rights, for example.
Jesus Christ.
So we should just say actually the word for I used for hello at the start of the podcast was the Serbian for hello. It was Zdravo. So we'll get on to why that's so prominent a bit later. But let's move on from football now. So actually, before we do, let's just think. Who do you think's getting relegated from the Premier League?
Norwich for sure.
Norwich
and Bournemouth.
And Bournemouth.
Yeah.
What about the third? There's 3 teams that go down.
I don't know. The third one, I don't know. It's going to be tough, that one.
Villa's running. Doesn't look good for them. Liverpool today, they're losing to Liverpool. Yeah. The next game is United.
They're going to be smashed again.
Points. I can't remember who they got off that, but they've got a much tougher run in.
But because teams. they have the big teams in the last.
For me, it's either going to be Watford or Aston Villa. I think West Ham will do enough to get out of it.
I think Villa will go down. Watford plays better than Villa,
and they've got a better team individually. Yeah. That and Schmeichel.
And I think they have an easier round. The games they have are easier than the ones that Villa has. So
we'll see. I think so. That would mean that the current bottom 3 would be the ones that go down.
Yeah.
Who's probably the most likely?
Who's going to be promoted?
Well, Leeds, Brentford, West Brom. They're the ones that are battling it out for the top 2 spaces.
That's not bad.
And there's a few. I can't remember.
Leeds will definitely be promoted. I think
West Brom have run away with it. They're top, so they're definitely going to go up. So it's really, but I think it's between Leeds and Brentford for second place, and then obviously there's a playoff spot. I can't remember who's in there. To be honest with you, mate. But let's move on from football now. So let's go to our first section, weird news. And to introduce him, he's from our Branters and he shits his Panthers. It's Mr. Bruno Diaz.
He shits his Panthers.
You like that one? From our Branters, shits his Panthers.
That one fucking killed me.
Right, Bruno, you got some weird news for us today, have you?
There are not many, Let's just do a little mention here today. It's not a weird news, it's a fact that people in the UK are fucking alcoholics.
All right.
It's on the news. Yeah, it was on the news that yesterday, first day after lockdown, that the pubs opened, 15 million pints were drank by everyone in the UK. So in a country that has 67 million inhabitants,
it's almost a pint per person.
15 million in one day. It's ridiculous.
Half part of that population of children. How many pints did the children drink?
Half pints.
Up north, maybe. But
it's like Dogachinos as well. Yeah. But that's ridiculous. 15 million pints.
But how do they know it's 15 million? How have they measured that?
I don't know. They probably did the
because that's a bit too spot on, really.
Yeah, but they said roughly.
That's fake news, mate. I'm telling
15 million.
That's fake news.
Well,
that's a landmark. That should be applauded, if anything. 15 million.
That should be in the Guinness World Records.
Not even counting all the like the cocktails or shorts that people drank. Those are just pints.
Not saying names here because it doesn't matter. I saw things on Instagram that people around 8 o'clock in the morning, a table full with pints and Jägermeister whiskey everywhere. 8 o'clock in the morning.
That would have definitely been a Wetherspoons.
Yeah, obviously.
And if the first pub you're going to after pubs reopen is a Wetherspoons,
what are you?
You're a dog nonce.
A dog nonce. That's probably one of the best things I've heard since I came back.
Leave them dogs alone. Alright, come on then.
Okay, the weird news. There are not too many weird news this week.
You say this every week and you always have like 7.
Yeah, a few. A woman was terrified when she returned home to find mutant potatoes that took over her flat.
Mutant potatoes? Well, they like the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't know, man. She was out.
Ninja potatoes.
So she left her house when the lockdown started. She went to her parents' house. And she left a simple bag of potatoes in the kitchen.
A simple bag?
Just a small bag of
Clearly
potatoes.
Not that simple if they've developed sentient thoughts.
Well, you have to watch this picture because this is how it started.
Well, that's what potatoes do.
Well, of course, it starts growing up the roots, so it was all over her kitchen. It's like it's like an alien.
It does look a bit like Stranger Things type vibe, doesn't it?
Because it's pink, reddish. Yeah. But look at this shit.
Would you be too scared to clear that out?
No, it's a fucking potato, man.
Yeah, but what if it latches on, draws you in, and you become part of it?
You become what, a potato?
You become the host
of a potato.
For the potato to grow out of.
It doesn't make any
There's
sense.
some fungi that does that to insects and stuff, isn't it?
Oh god, she was scared because she didn't realize it was the potatoes.
What did she think it was?
She thought it was some kind of animal.
New creature.
What, it came up from out of space? It was the epicenter of the coronavirus.
It's like that film, Attack the Block film. It just lands. I found the epicenter of the virus. She gets the fucking health administration around the go.
And it's
potatoes,
just a potato.
mate.
Just a potato.
Those potatoes.
She posted it online and she got more than 194,000 likes.
The things people get likes for.
I don't know, man. I saw another news. I saw it recently that one of those girls, influencers online, she's being sued.
Who's she influencing?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Young teenage girls to be something they're not.
Probably, but she's being sued by one of her friends because she ruined her wedding day by fainting in the middle of the wedding to get likes and views for her YouTube channel. In the middle of the wedding.
Fucking hell.
So she just fucked her friend's wedding.
Getting sued by her friend for that. See, this is the thing. These type of people, have you seen these ones that are, I think it's called virtue signalling? Yeah. So they've been going to where the Black Lives Matters protests are, or going to where people are repairing the places that have been hit by riots, and they'll stand there, just pose for a photo and dip out. So there was one that asked the guy if she could hold his drill, pretend to be working, get him to take a picture, and then she just went. So it looks like they're doing it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Fuck it up. This is going back to our talk in second podcast, I think. The football club that used the sex dolls to replace the fans.
FC Seoul.
Yeah, they officially apologized for using it.
Took them long enough.
But look at the dolls. They were all dressed up.
They look happy.
They had masks.
Yeah.
Security was on. Everything was fine.
They look happy enough.
But I don't understand, man. So basically, this is a funny one. Police in where was this? In Australia. The police officer was doing his normal rounds when he stops in a traffic light, and suddenly an alpaca just shows up next to him, next to the window, and looks at him and he's like, "How you doing? License and registration, please." And I imagine you're sitting in traffic and suddenly...
Where was the alpaca? Just walking down the road?
Just walking down the road in Australia. Casually strolling down the road.
Legend.
Look at him, literally like...
He looks happy as fuck, mate.
What up? Another one. They had to do a CT scan to a 33-stone gorilla. They needed the help of 5 lifters to put him on the stretcher.
Is he overweight?
Yeah, 210
is
kilograms. Yeah, there is. Look at the size of this motherfucker.
Fucking King Kong.
210 210 kilos.
What was the CT scan for?
I don't know. It doesn't say here. Let me check.
Fucking stupid. What's wrong with him? Is he okay?
Oh no, he had unusual growths in his
Potential tumour
in his nose, so they had to do a CT scan.
So what are the results? Is it benign?
Let me read the rest. 34-year-old gorilla, and his name is Makuku. Interesting.
Good boy.
In South Africa. In South Africa. Okay.
He's wham.
Yeah, he's massive, mate. Massive.
Imagine they didn't give him enough sedatives. He wakes up and kicks off. That room would be wiped out.
What are you doing
in seconds?
No, he has a chronic nasal discharge, which was giving him some growth. Yeah, but so it's not
nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
Good. Don't want another Harambe.
Yeah, they did a biopsy and it's fine, so he has no problems. But imagine the size of that guy. If he just, like you said, he wakes up. What am I doing?
I've got things strapped to him. He's like, fucking goes.
Okay, this one is a weird one. So a woman in Florida, it's always in Florida, I don't know why, she sues for paternity test on goats.
What's that mean? So they've been doing testing on goats?
The goat owner seeks for the DNA for 5 goats.
Hang on a minute, look at the title. Florida woman sues for paternity test on goats. No kidding.
But that's the thing.
Fuck you. That's fucking... pisses me off. It's such a shit pun. And we do a lot of puns in it.
And you know why she's doing this? Because she believes they could be registered with the American Dairy Goat Association, and therefore they're worth more money.
Are they her goats?
Yeah. Bella, Gigi, Rosie, Zelda, and Margot. Margot. Not Margot.
Margot's Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
So what are the tests for?
Because she wants to have the DNA testing to see who's the father, and if he belongs to that how do you call it, American Dairy Goat Association, these little goats will be worth more money, and she can sell them for double price of what they're worth.
So who's she suing?
Good. I don't know. A Florida woman has filed a lawsuit seeking either a paternity test on her goats or a refund, and she's not kidding.
This is serious first world problems, man.
But you know why?
How fucking white is this?
Because she's saying she paid $900 for 5 Nigerian dwarf goats. So if they're Nigerian dwarf goats, why the fuck does she want to test them to see if they're American?
Well, how do they know? How does she know if they're Nigerian? Have they got a Nigerian passport?
Who knows, man?
Maybe she wants to deport them. Maybe she's an avid Trump supporter.
She wants to have...
if these are Nigerian goats, get them out.
She wants to have them registered with the American Dairy Goat Association, a group that records goat pedigree. I didn't know goats had pedigree.
Yeah. I mean, you see a lot of goats in the world, and depending whether they're pygmy goats, miniature goats, or normal sized goats, they all relatively look the same, right?
They're goats.
Yeah. It's not like dog breeds where they're so different. Okay, don't get me wrong, there are some like different goat breeds that look very different to normal ones, but you know, I don't believe that these goats look any different to a normal goat.
Even if they're pygmy goats, whatever.
I don't even measure the pedigree of goat. Stop pigeonholing goats is the message, really, isn't it? Let them live their lives.
It's just stupid.
Right, any more?
Okay, again, in America, a man found some caterpillars in his supermarket.
Fucking size of the caterpillar.
Broccoli, and he raises them as his own.
Oh, fair play to him.
Yeah, like little babies. Oh no, this was here in England.
They're gonna grow into a beautiful butterfly.
Sam Darlaston.
Imagine how big that butterfly is gonna be. Look at it; it's almost as big as his hand.
Wow, it's like at least 4 fingers.
They are gross, though, the way they move, isn't it?
But why would you raise them?
They move so weird. Look, they move from their booty up, and they shake their booty to move.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. All right, next one.
This is weird. Oh, I think they already changed into butterflies. Wait.
Are they?
I think so. There was a picture somewhere. Yeah, they were already... No, this is too much to look for. Yeah,
this article is bigger than any of the others.
Yeah, but who's this guy? Sam Darlaston. Apparently, he's a celebrity in the UK.
Never fucking heard of him, mate.
Let's fuck this off.
Yeah, come on, next one.
Again, Florida. A man dresses as the Grim Reaper to warn Florida beachgoers about coronavirus. So he's literally in the middle of the beach, dressed as Grim Reaper.
If he's dressed as a Grim Reaper on holiday, he is going to be very, very hot.
Look at this. How funny.
Also, who's he to warn them? He's there as well.
The beach is fucking empty anyways.
Yeah, but he's there as well, so he's a hypocrite.
It doesn't make any sense.
Do you know I saw this funny thing that you can type in the day you were born and the year, and you'll be able to, or just the day you were born, sorry. So if you typed in your birthday, you could find a story of Florida something. So it'd be Florida man or Florida woman, and it's.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And it works.
Because I tried it as well. There was somebody.
We'll do that on one of the podcasts.
Yeah. Then again, there's one in California.
Here comes Kira. Hello.
Jesus Christ, cat.
All right, mate.
A California woman dreamt about eating her engagement ring, and when she woke up, she had actually eaten it. She fucking ate it during her dream.
Do you reckon she dreamed about it and thought, "Oh, I could get famous off this," and then ate it?
Probably.
Bitch.
And that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, there's nothing else, man.
Not many this week, but
no.
We'll move on. So, Bruno, let's move on to truth or lies.
Here we go.
Dun, dun, dun. So last time we did traditional English/British sports. So now we're doing traditional international sports.
Traditional
international. Yeah, we're going international, mate.
Okay.
So I'll get straight into it. The first one, I'm going to tell you what it is, and then the country it comes from.
And I need to say
if you need to tell me if it's true or if it's a lie. So chess boxing, Germany.
Chess
boxing.
Of course it's true. It's Germany.
It is true. So a winner can be declared by checkmate or knockout.
So wait, you're playing chess and you just punch the guy out of nowhere.
If you make a move and then you take one of the pieces, bang, there's a swing, you twat them.
Jesus Christ. We need to go there.
Yeah. Oh, me and you can fucking have a go, mate, anytime.
We'll have
get a chess set.
Random
Thing
people.
is, I'll just swipe the chess set off the table and just ping you.
Throw the chess at me and ping me.
I'll distract you by throwing the queen.
You just hear like, yeet.
Yeet. Okay, next one. Veer Fekkel, Netherlands. I'll tell you what it is, because it's obviously a weird name. So it's a sort of like MMA fight, but they're wearing clogs. Clogs are like traditional in Holland.
I would say it's true.
It's a lie.
Is it?
Yeah, I made it up.
Why?
It's not even a real name, I don't think. I think I just made it. I think I found one that was true and then changed the name a little bit. Okay. Next one. Fireball soccer, Indonesia.
Yes.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
It's true.
They play barefoot, the ball's on fire and they boot it about.
It's true.
Yeah.
I know, I've seen that. That one I know, I've seen it. That's why I'm saying it's true.
Alright, the next one. This is a weird name. So, Cannon-Hoppning, Sweden.
Cannon-Hopping?
Cannon-Hoppning. So it's basically like crafts or like equestrian sports, like horse.
But in a cannon.
Whatever they call it for rabbits.
No.
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah, Jesus, it's a real thing. And final one, something called Parabella or Parabella from Argentina. So it's a like a marathon type race, but it's on all fours.
That's fake.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Because Parabella doesn't mean that. I was thinking like, wait.
Say Parabella.
Yeah, but still.
Come on, mate. Yeah, so that one's a lie as well. So
marathon in all fours. Imagine running a marathon.
Listen, though, I know a few people that have had what seemed like a marathon in all fours, but turned out to be the worst night in their life.
That was a different thing.
So we've got to do a shot. Should we do a Sambuca or?
Rum? Spice rum? Or the green one? What's the green one?
What, the Captain Morgan Tiki? Mango and apple?
Yeah.
Mango and pineapple, sorry.
It's actually really good, that one.
Yeah, I don't know if this has been here a while, though.
Fuck it.
Feels a bit sticky. Sticky Vicky.
It's been a while since I drank. Well, I have something
Wait, it's not been a while since you've drank. You've been pissed out of your mind every day in Serbia.
No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't.
You're a liar. I know you are.
I drank, rakia.
I thought you were bringing some back.
I couldn't bring it, so...
What, from duty free?
They don't have it on duty free.
They don't have duty free anymore, mate. Anyway, disgrace. Right, get it down, you.
Well, that's what she said. Here we go.
If she's telling you to get it down, you need to ask what she's doing.
Actually, it's shit now.
Oh, that's alright. Right.
Yeah, the whiskey will clear it.
Will it?
Mm-mm.
Okie dokie, Bruno. So, let's move on to a couple of news stories that I've read this week. Not too weird like yours, but sad news. Wigan Athletic are in administration.
I saw that as well.
Yeah.
Didn't they win the cup a few years ago?
Yeah, they beat Man City in the cup, got relegated. Same year. Let's read it. So, the Wigan Athletic administration is a major global scandal, says MP. Local MP Lisa Nandy has called for a full inquiry into the circumstance surrounding Wigan being placed on administration and says the club are victim of a major global scandal. So Wigan on Wednesday entered administration just weeks after the club got new owners.
That's a bit weird.
It's dodgy, that, isn't it? And if you think about what's happened recently to teams like Bury, Bolton are in free-for-all. They're relegated to League 2 now and still in major trouble. So they could cease to be one of the oldest clubs in the world. Could cease to be because of all this sort of thing. And it is basically due to fucking idiot owners that use it as a way to fucking recycle dodgy money.
But
and I think that's what's going on here.
Did you see what happened with Valencia?
Yeah.
Where the daughter of Peter Lim comes and says the club is ours, we do whatever we want with it. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck does she think she is? She's not even the owner of the club.
But yeah, that's a sad story. Anyway, next one. So Lionel Messi, he is becoming increasingly fed up at the Nou Camp.
Last year of contract, apparently.
Yeah. Now, we'll get to what I believe the reason to be in a minute, but according to Spanish radio station Cadena Ser, the Barcelona captain has broken off contract talks after finally running out of patience with the club because of the constant rumours and allegations that he's one of the prime reasons for unrest at the Nou Camp.
He probably is.
I'm not being funny, but this seems to happen every single time he's nearing the end of his contract, and then every single time he seems to sign a new contract for more money.
Yeah, that's always what happens.
I wonder what's happening here. He just wants more money. As soon as he'll be sat there like, oh, I'm fed up with this, I want to leave, and they'll come out and go, okay, well, we'll give you 500,000 a week then. Even okay,
fair enough.
Yeah, that's what he's doing it for. He's bargaining for more money
because
he knows he can.
Do you think he wants to go to Italy?
Why would he want to go to Italy? There's nothing there.
There's only Ronaldo.
I mean, in terms of football, there's nothing there. There's plenty of other stuff there. But
yeah, you need to be careful when you say that.
But football-wise, there's nothing.
Yeah, true.
We'll move on from that. We know why he's doing it. We can speculate why he's doing it. We don't know, but
we know. We have dinner with him every week, so we know what's happening.
I speak to him every Friday. The easing of lockdown rules in England is the biggest step yet on the road to recovery, says the scumbag Prime Minister. Many businesses, including pubs, restaurants and hairdressers and cinemas, reopened on Saturday. Boris Johnson said the public must not let them down by being complacent about social distancing.
Has he seen the images from yesterday?
Yeah. Dunno, Boris. I think they have let them down.
I'm pretty sure.
I saw images of a pub in Soho. We know a lot of people drink outside because they're quite small pubs. The street was fucking packed. You couldn't move.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I bet you if we go down the road to the Hut, it's gonna be full.
Yeah.
Or if we go to the Malt and Shovel, no, the Hut is closed actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still closed.
Yeah, they're a free house though. It's a freehold. It's not one of these chain ones. Hold on.
But the images were ridiculous. I saw those ones from Soho.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, there's gonna be a new lockdown coming after this.
Second wave, roll up.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, now, alright, so another story I've seen. So supermarkets are set to snub coconut goods picked by monkeys. Yeah, so a number of supermarkets have removed some coconut water and oil from their shelves after it emerged the products were being made with fruit picked by monkeys. The
So-
monkeys are snatched from the wild and trained to pick up to 1,000 coconuts a day. And people for the ethical treatment of animals, Peter, said the animal rights group said the pig-tailed macaques in Thailand
But do
were
they pay
treated
them?
like coconut picking machines.
Do they pay them for that?
I fucking very much doubt it, Bruno.
Do they have a paycheck
They're not
every
giving
month?
them 4,000 baht of fucking coconut, are they?
A few bananas.
In response, Waitrose, Ocado, Co-op and Boots vowed to stop selling some goods. Meanwhile, Morrison said it already removed products with monkey-picked coconuts from its shelves. What really makes it weird for me, right, is they're removing them now and they've vowed to stop selling them. So they were aware that they were selling them.
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I'm getting from that.
I'm pretty sure it comes written there saying picked up,
So how did
handpicked by a
Morrison's
monkey.
know which ones to remove? So Morrison said it had already removed products made with monkey-picked coconuts.
Because they knew.
How?
Because they were aware
How
of
did they
it.
know which ones were? Unless they were aware of
They
it.
were aware of it.
Exactly. And the only reason they've done it is because they've been fucking found out. Simple. It is, isn't it? It's fucking ridiculous.
Fucking funny.
And every time one of these things come out, and it's these supermarkets are fucking scum.
Absolute shit.
All right. Anyway, move on from that. Let's go to Urban Dictionary Corner.
Ooh. Ooh.
Have you got some? Because I've got some as well.
You can start and I'll
Shall I
find
do
a
some
few.
of mine and you can
Yeah.
find a couple? So the first one is EDS.
Okay.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
The euphoric state that a party reaches when all of the males in attendance are having a great time and end up gyrating in a manner so their genitalia rotate. Basically, everybody dick swinging.
That's why the EDS.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Next one, spunk trumpet. A pretty young lady ideal for blasting with love glue. I pulled a bird last night. What a little spunk trumpet. Is that a good one?
Yeah.
Right, go on. Keep searching for some because you keep getting distracted. I'll read off a couple more while you do that.
My goodness.
Mustard slot. The extra wide gaping pussy of a slutty whore. That cunt had the biggest mustard slot I ever saw. That's aggressive. I want you to find some before I read the next one because the next one's going to make you go.
Sporking.
Go on then.
The act of spooning with the addition of an erection. We fell asleep,
Yeah.
then I woke up
Yeah.
in the morning.
See,
He was
I
totally
normally-
sporking me.
With me, it might start off as innocent spooning, but when I wake up, it's sporking because I've got an erection.
Okay, clutch oven. To fart in a car full of people and crank the heat for maximum
Oh, yeah.
effectiveness.
Yep. That's a power move. If you do that, that's a power move.
Beef walk.
Beef walk.
Going outside or away from the group in order to fart with less consequence. Where did you just go? I had to go on a beef walk.
Bro, I've done that. I'm not gonna lie. I've done that.
Nando's for lunch gave me the peri peri farts.
Right, Bruno, let me give you this one. Nutflux. Nutflux. An orgy simultaneously orgasming. Dude, at this orgy last night, there was a crazy nutflux at the end.
At the same precise time.
Everybody at the orgy ejaculates or orgasms at the exact same time.
But you know what's a fucker's remorse?
No.
When
But
after
I'm sure
have-
you've had a few.
When after having sex with a person, one starts to feel shame, disgust, or regret regarding the sex act.
Oh, it's basically every one of our sexual partners.
and
probably.
wishes they hadn't committed.
Basically every one of our sexual partners. I'll give you my final one. It's called the bus driver. So when having sex doggy style, the left thumb is inserted into the receiver's rectum and turned from side to side, essentially driving the bus. The right hand reaches around and squeezes the right breast, honking the horn to alert patrons the bus is coming. Don't forget to wave at the people waiting for the bus. It was a really successful date until I tried to give her the bus driver. That's a good one. Don't forget to wait for the people waiting for the bus. Imagine you're having sex doggy style and you just start waving and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Any more from you?
No, I don't know. Let me check if I can find it. It's completely hardcore. This is very hard to top off.
Should we just end it on that one?
Wait, let me just think if I can find another one. Ooh, a Mississippi bird bath. Filling a Southern girl mouth with Kool-Aid, making her get on her knees with her mouth open while you dip your balls in it. My balls were super hot last night, so my girl let me give them a Mississippi bird bath.
Find you a girl that can give you a Mississippi bird bath, man.
Flying circus. A sex act in which a woman is reverse cowgirl in top of a man, and then they attempt to jump throw her to another man standing by a wall. Unbeknownst to her, the second man plans to sidestep and let her hit the wall and fall down, hopefully leaving her writhing in agony. Then both men ejaculate. Writhing in agony. Writhing, yeah. Then both men ejaculate on her.
Oh my god. That's a hate crime.
Okay, I'm gonna finish with this one. It's called the Leningrad Steamer.
Oh, I've heard of this one.
When one individual defecates upon another two individuals who are duct taped together, whilst the two individuals are naked and engaging in penetrative intercourse, the defecating individual then proceeds to rub his or her face in the defecated material, orally licking it clean. In order to apply the defecation, must contact the outer labia of the female reproductive anatomy and the urethra of the male reproductive system.
That's so fucked.
Okay, no. Let's finish with one. This is one. Spicy gringo.
Yeah.
The act of stuffing a woman's rear end with a volcano taco from Taco Bell and then eating it.
Yeah.
Kyle has a sombrero and a fake mustache in his closet if ever someone decides to meet the spicy gringo. I always have one in my closet just in case.
Spicy gringo you guys keep talking about. I want to meet him. I don't think you do, senor. Hang on. I'm going to grab some salt because we're going to do a shot of tequila.
Spicy gringo.
Spicy gringo.
Oh my god. But you have the salt there on the side, but yeah, that's fine. You can bring that one, fuck it. Why not? I'm not gonna use salt. No, I'm not gonna have salt anyways. I'm too posh for salt.
What's going on here?
Usually it goes to the back, mate.
Turned into a unicorn. Right, shot o tequila. Pour 'em out, son.
A little reposado.
Reposado.
You're gonna have a gringo.
Oh, what's going on here?
I don't know. I don't use that salt.
You don't use condoms either, but you should.
I think my parents should have.
Yeah. Your dad should have used a sock. You were a sock job. If there's ever been one. Right.
Sock jobs only reminds me of one person, and I actually saw him today. Slancha.
I hate tequila. Didn't work well, did it? You didn't like that one?
Nope.
Sure you don't want a bit of lime?
No, I'm good.
You're not good, you're scum. Have you got a beer?
Yeah.
Right.
Jesus Christ, this tequila was rank.
Okay. Let's move on then. So the other week there was UFC, Bruno. There was a bit of a gap for a while. We didn't have any, but we did have some this last week. There was two sort of co-main events. In the first one, Dustin Poirier beat Dan Hooker. Mate, it was a brilliant fight. There was a particular moments in the second round where they were both just fucking offloading, landing.
Throwing like
and crazy. I don't know if I actually want the crowds to ever come back, because when you hear that crack,
it's better.
Like boom, boom, every time. Both of them really went for it. Poirier was much better in this fight than he was against Khabib, which is the last time I saw him fight. But I tell you what, you really see how well conditioned these fighters are when you see these heavy, huge shots landing. Huge shot after huge shot after
and
huge
they still
shot.
stand.
And they're still standing. And you see it, they take like 2, 3, 4 of them, and you think he should be fucking out, but he's just like still fighting. By the end of the fight, they were both out on their arse. Like, they put so much into it. But in the end, Poirier won with a decision.
Split decision, yeah.
But, you know, this is why we love the UFC, because these fights like this, you know what I mean?
That's the thing. How many rounds? 3? 5?
I went all 5. I went all 5. The co-main event, which was only actually 3 rounds, was Mike Perry versus Mickey Gall.
How was that one?
Well, Gall started off very well, early on, offloading quite well.
Gall is really nice in his ground technique.
Yeah, but Perry was actually better than him on the ground, and Perry he was better in the fight. There was a particular moment at the end of the second round. Perry landed this huge shot, and it really rocked Gall. He hit the floor, managed to recover and go into the final third round. But Mike Perry also landed and won by decision. The weird thing about Mike Perry, which is different to a lot of people, he has his girlfriend in his corner. She does like the icing on the back and stuff, and you could hear her like being like, "Babe, you look great out there. You look incredible." And not a lot of fighters.
That's actually nice.
That sort of thing, you know what I mean? I think that would probably spur you on if the girl you're piping or
he's behind you saying, "Go."
If she's like, "You're shit. You're fucking shit, mate. You're doing shit. You need to do better, or you ain't getting this tonight. If you want this tonight,
you would kill somebody."
You'd be like, "I'm gonna kill him." Do you want him to have this tonight? Do you? No. Well, you better fucking win that.
But that kid, Mike Gall, he's big, man. He's also big. He's massive.
Mike Perry looked incredible. His physique looks fantastic for this fight. He was calling out all these like online haters and trolls after the fight. You have to say fair play to him for that, because it must get fucking tiresome to be in the spotlight
all the
and
time.
have these fucking haters constantly. In other fights, Maurice Green beat Gian Vellante.
Really?
Brendan Allen beat Kyle Dorcas. Takashi Sato beat Jason Witt. And Julian Erosa beat Sean Woodson. I didn't actually see any of those fights. I saw the highlights in the Maurice Green Gian Vellante fight, but it wasn't a great fight, to be honest with you.
This weekend there's Fight Island, so it should be interesting.
So we'll watch that at some point. But yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, so we'll move on from UFC. Let's move on to rumours, Bruno. I've got some more rumours this week that I've heard about you. People coming to me and giving me rumours. It's weird because I'll be walking down the street. I might go to the supermarket,
and somebody
might go to a local shop, and someone will just come up to me and go, "Oh, you're friends with that Bruno fella, aren't you?" Well, yeah.
No, I heard this.
Oh, I heard this about him. Seems to happen all the time. It's always a different person.
Okay, at least then.
Yeah. So the first one I've heard is that you're a left-wing liberal cuck.
Left-wing liberal.
Left-wing liberal cuck.
No,
that's what I've heard about you.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
That
so
one.
Are you a right-wing?
No, I'm nothing. I don't have any sides. I don't take any sides.
But you are a cuck.
Oh yeah. That's the only true thing about it.
The next one I've heard is that you insist on people calling you Mr. Sugar Daddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's a funny story though.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, not really too funny, but yeah, I insist everyone has to call me that.
Tell us the funny story then.
No, but there's no point. It's too much for a podcast.
Is it because there isn't one?
Yeah.
All right. Next one, just simply, you're a shithouse.
Yeah. Agree. Man, I agree. There's nothing against it. It's true. What can you say?
Next one. Apparently, you launched a Twitter attack on someone you thought pushed in front of you at a pub, only to find out that you'd already pushed in.
Yeah, I did.
Did you feel shame afterwards?
No, I pushed him again.
No, I mean, you didn't push them. You pushed in, as in you jumped ahead of them in a kick.
Yeah, but then I beat him up.
You physically pushed him.
Yeah.
So what was the Twitter attack for?
Just for fun.
So the Twitter attack was during the incident.
Literally, spot on, on the spot.
Fucking hell. Next one. Apparently, your body is betraying you.
Yeah, I'm getting old, man. It's true. Wait, what are we talking about? Specific parts of my body or just body in general? No, I'm good in that part.
What parts of your body are betraying you?
My legs, man. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. My back, especially my back.
Okay. The final one I've heard is that your kind isn't welcome round here.
Depends what kind am I.
Dog nonsense.
A dog nonce is always wanted everywhere.
No, it isn't. You don't want people nonsense dogs, mate. You fucking wrong. Leave the dogs alone. Dogs are lovely.
That reminds me of a Pink Floyd song.
Hey,
Teacher, leave
Bruno, leave them dogs alone. Alright, let's move on to jokes then. So, got some jokes for you again, Bruno.
Yeah.
Some sort of longer ones this week.
Fuck it.
But the first one, the first couple ones aren't, but we'll get them out of the way. What's the deal with airplane food? Said the Malaysian shark. Shit, wait. Before I tell the next joke, we've got to do a shot. We forgot to do a shot.
Yeah, simple is probably the best.
Silly boys.
What's the deal with
What's the deal with airplane food? Said the Malaysian shark. I saw that. I was like, oh fuck, that's bad. Yet hilarious.
Yet it's not that bad. I've heard you say worse. So
yeah, but I don't normally send them out to the public.
Yes, you do. Do you want to talk about what's worse than having a worm on your apple?
No.
Like, I thought so. By the way, that's recorded.
What are you going to use it as fucking evidence against me?
No.
Right. Why was the Sambuca shot so much nicer than the other two that we've done so far?
Because it's sweeter. It's still shit.
Why can't you fool an aborted baby?
Why can you what?
Why can't you fool an aborted baby?
Do I want to know?
Because it wasn't born yesterday. Stop trying to compose yourself. Stop trying to compose yourself.
And I don't want to laugh about this one. It's so bad. But still so good.
It's funny because it's so bad.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. This is one of the longer ones, Bruno. So Jimmy is a 4-year-old, and he's playing with his toy cars by himself in his bedroom, when suddenly a portal opens up out of nowhere, right? A man steps out. Jimmy, he says, I'm you from the future. No way, says Jimmy. What do I grow up to be? Older Jimmy locks the door and says, a paedophile.
So what? He comes back to the past to fuck himself?
I mean, there's not much more to that story, so I won't be able to confirm it. But
oh my god, a paedophile.
Something that came out of nowhere, isn't that?
I wasn't expecting that one.
Okay, Bruno, how does a redneck mother know her daughter is on her period?
Does she check her son's mouth?
Her son's dick tastes funny.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Alright, the next one. So, Dad, I think I might be gay, a young man says.
Sit on my lap. No, carry on.
Dad, I think I might be gay, a young man says. I don't get it. You think you might be gay? You're unsure? Asks the father. Yeah, says the son. Tell you what, let's pull up some gay porn and we'll see if it does anything for you, replies the dad. After a while of watching the porn, the dad says, okay, it does nothing. Dad asks, so the sight of 2 grown men blowing each other and having sex doesn't arouse you? Son replies, normally it does, but not when it's you and Uncle Steve.
That was totally unexpected.
Oh no, that's a good, isn't it? That's a good one.
Normally it does, but when you and Uncle Steve. Fuck, mate.
Not when you and Uncle Steve are fucking going at each other, alright? Right. Next one, Bruno. So there's 3 guys are at a bar discussing how wasted they got during New Year's. The first guy says, man, I was so wasted, I blew chunks in my neighbour's pool. The second guy replies, that's nothing. I cheated on my wife with another guy and she left with the kids. The third guy yells, that's weak. I got so messed up I burnt down a school and now the cops are looking for me as we speak. Guys, the first man yelled. You don't understand. Chunks is my neighbour's dog. That one's got you in it.
Shit, he must have been really wasted.
Dog dogs.
Poor dog.
Poor Chunks.
Oh my god.
This is the final joke, Bruno. Can you go upstairs? Can you go and check upstairs? I don't think the baby monitor is working, said a wife to her husband. So he went upstairs. Can you hear me? He called through the monitor. Yes, the wife replied. It is working then, he said. A few seconds pass and he says, what do you want me to do with a dead baby?
Oh my god.
These ones are little creepers. These are the ones. These jokes they creep up on you with the final lines.
What do you want me to do with a dead baby?
So it is working then. What do you want me to do with a dead baby? What?
Say what?
Right, that's the final joke. And because Bruno, you have laughed hysterically at all of them, to a point where I think you might actually be crying.
I was.
Shall we do a final shot?
The other rum.
What, Morgan Spiced?
Yeah.
I'm not doing a shot of Morgan Spiced.
I will.
Pour yourself a shot of Morgan Spice. I'm doing a Sammy B. That's what I went to the bar for. We went to the bar.
I should have actually trained before.
Trained?
Practiced drinking.
Trained.
I thought in Portuguese and said it in English, which is stupid.
I should have trained for this. Mate, I've been training since I was 13.
Cheers.
Bruno, you need to get rid of that whiskey, by the way, because we're going to end on a review of this particularly delicious whiskey that I bought for us.
Can you drink this one? I don't want it.
I'm not going to drink it.
Yeah, okay. I'll drink it.
Hurry up. I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown.
I'm not going to drink this in 10 seconds. Otherwise, I'm not even going to finish the podcast.
I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown. 10, 9.
Calm down.
Go and get a different glass then.
Fucking hell.
Apologies, listeners and viewers. Bruno is a pussy-hole when it comes to drinking. He also can't reach the top shelf without tiptoes. Right, I'm gonna have a bit of ice with it, Bruno. I know to a lot of people, to a lot of whiskey connoisseurs,
this is sacrilege.
It's maybe sacrilege, blasphemy, but suck your mums.
Chupa tua mãe.
Yeah, to the Portuguese people thinking the same. Chupa tua mãe. Okay, so I'm going to open it now for you, Bruno. So, guys, we in our first podcast we did a little mini review. I think was it the first one?
Yeah,
of a
Japanese
whiskey that we hadn't tried before. Now I have tried this one, but Bruno hasn't. So this is Glenfarclas 15-year single malt Scotch whiskey. It's Bruno. You've not tried this before. I've had this a few times. It's absolutely delicious. We'll read off the back like we did for the last one. This is not just a bottle of 15-year-old Highland malt. It is the result of over 180 years of tradition and experience, of secrets carried and nurtured through 6 generations of my family here in the heart of Speyside. Many have wondered at the origins of the unique taste of Glenfarclas. Some believe the secret lies in the tumbling waters of the Green Burn, married with the fresh Highland air. Others believe it is the great copper stills, which continue to be direct fried. direct fired.
No, I was thinking why fried?
Direct fired. And some believe the secret is my family's uncompromising commitment to maturing Glenfarclas in the best oak casks in traditional dunnage warehouses. Wherever the secret lies, we invite you to share in enjoying and savouring in Glenfarclas. That's by John L.S. Grant.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the 15-year-old. It's we're gonna have some of that.
I just want a little bit, not too much. Just
Bruno, you're gonna need a fair amount because we're gonna be using this for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
Which will become very clear shortly. So I'm gonna have that sort of amount.
I'll let you know. It's okay.
Okay, so this is Glenfarclas 15-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey. This is us giving it a taste. Bruno, you've not had it before, I have, so I'm going to let you give your review first. Let's do a little cheers.
Ooh.
Sláinte.
Wait, let me smell it first,
Give
because
it a
this
smell,
smells
of
really
course.
good.
It does smell very good.
Jesus.
Caramelly, chocolatey.
Mainly caramelly.
Sweet, it does smell sweet, doesn't it?
It has a really, but it has that kick, when you smell it, you can feel it going up your nostrils, like
wakes you up.
It actually does.
Give it a taste. What do you make of that?
Ooh. This is really good, man.
That might be the laxatives that I put in yours.
That's fine.
I'm joking.
And this is actually really good.
It's good, isn't it?
It's not too strong. It doesn't have that bitter that usually the whiskey has.
So this is what, remember I told you, I'm not a connoisseur of whiskies, but I do know quite a bit about the different types of Scotch whiskies. So Speysides tend to be the sweeter, with the sweeter notes and the smoother taste, right?
I love it.
Similar to like an Irish whiskey with a smooth taste. It's similar to the one that you like, the Japanese one, Yamazaki.
Yeah.
It's very good. So I've tried this one and the 18-year one. I would probably say that I prefer this one to the 18-year one.
The 15?
Yeah.
You pedophile.
You whiskey nuts. You're a whiskey nuts.
Sorry.
It's like the redbreast ones we had, the Irish one, redbreast. The 15-year was, for me, better than the 18-year of the redbreast. And again, there's probably people out there that know a lot more about whiskies than I do.
So the thing we can take from here is that you prefer a 15-year-old to an 18.
Whiskies? Yeah. Alright, whiskies. And don't try and throw that shade at me, alright? Because we could open up a can of worms here, Bruno.
No, I'm not opening anything.
Yeah, you're not going to, are you? But that's Glenfarclas single malt Scotch whiskey, 15-year. It's fucking delicious.
It is, man. It actually tastes really, really
so
good.
So that was £52 on Amazon, that bottle.
That's not too much.
Not too much. The 18-year was about 90, I think. So we may try that at some point.
Not this one.
But the next one I think I'm going to get you to try will be an aged Irish whiskey. So we tried the Japanese one, we tried the aged Scottish one, and we will we'll maybe do an aged Irish whiskey next time, and after that, Canadian or Swedish.
We need to start going international. Even not with whiskies, I'm saying with everything else.
Yeah, but I think because I've had the opportunity with that whiskey bar / club I used to go to in Soho, trying whiskies from around the world.
Next time we need to do one thing. Now I remembered. Why the ice? I have the little cubes. They are better than the ice because they don't get watery. I forgot about that.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Well,
bit late. Fuck
sorry.
you. The other reason I bought this bottle is because of what we're going to end on today. So while we've been away, Bruno Diaz has gone and got himself engaged. So we want to say congratulations to Bruno and Christina.
Thank you. Give her our sorrows to her.
42% of marriages end in divorce.
And we end on that note.
Sláinte, good luck.
Thank you, brother.
And all the best to you, brother, in the future. So I'm going to say this now because I feel like it's a foregone conclusion. I'm definitely going to be best man, and I.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and. So she's Serbian, Bruno's Portuguese, I'm English. So I'm going to try and do the speech in all three.
That's going to be
so
interesting.
each line that I say, I'll say in each three languages. Next line, all three languages.
It's
But
going to
each
be a
one-
long
each one,
speech.
I hope will be funny in all languages. Because a lot of them are going to be insulting and rude and, incriminating, to be honest.
Well,
But,
yeah, I know.
The
thing
thing
is-
it will be good. So that's the other reason why I bought this particularly delicious whiskey is to celebrate
Thank
your
you.
wonderful news.
Just be careful because Serbian police is fucked up. Don't incriminate me
No,
too
the
much.
wedding's going to be in Portugal. so
Yeah,
you'll be
true,
all right.
true.
And then you're going to live in England. So
The thing. Yeah. Now that we're talking about it, you're going to be the one responsible to stag do.
do you like Skegness?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Bognor Regis?
Yeah.
Have you actually heard of it?
Yes.
Do you like Butlins? It's basically what I'm getting at. Have you ever been to a Butlins or
No.
Pontins or a
No.
Haven? Okay. No. Well, we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's do another one.
Thank you.
Sláinte, good luck to you and yours. I hope it doesn't end in the 42%.
I think we're going to be on the other.
Yeah. I hope you don't become 43%.
No.
You know.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, guys. So
Sorry, Christina. Don't listen to this.
I'm not sorry, Christina. I'm sorry for what you've inflicted on yourself for the rest of your life, but we're going to end it there.
Really? Are we going to end it now?
Yeah, we're going to end it now.
Okay, cool.
That's it. We're done. Thank you very much for joining us. If you're watching or listening, we really appreciate what you're doing.
It's been fun.
If you actually find this enjoyable, brilliant. What's wrong with you? But brilliant. It's been fantastic. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time.
Well, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Perfect.